It is so weird. Are you okay?
I'm fine, but it's definitely affecting me emotionally and causing a lot of anxiety and sort of
What kind of anxiety?
not about my own safety or self, but about other people losing so many people.
Like your family?
Anyone. We've got hospitals right by us. Like, I think about those people.
I know. I just needed one.
What's inside that thing?
This is buckwheat hulls. That's my stuffing that I use for almost everything. Should I turn this light on or not? This fluorescent light? Is that worse or better? I have like 3 kinds of lighting in here.
I think that's worse.
It's worse for taking a picture for sure. So then there's more pieces that go on the plant part. I made these raffia balls.
It's a great texture.
Yeah, I thought it just like
They're kind of like pine cones.
asking for another texture. Yeah. Yeah, so these are from a palm tree, some kind of, I don't know what kind of palm exactly, but it's like you get the long leaf and you can like peel that piece of the palm back. You know what I mean? Like this sinewy fiber. You can buy a pack for like
You dyed it.
$5 or $10 at the flower market. Yeah. This is Osage orange. This is an American plant.
The color?
Yeah. It's what certain tribes people of the Native Americans made bow and arrow out of. It has like this very resilient kind of flexibility to it. So it was like a big intertribal trade item. Okay. Okay, so this is walnut. This is another tone, like a lighter. I think it may have been dyed over, not quite white. It seems like there's a little bit of a pink tone in it. This is Osage orange, spandex, cochineal, procyon dye. This is synthetic. And this is madder, indigo. And that's indigo on those sea sponges too.
What's this plant again?
This is Osage orange. Oh, this raffia?
Raffia.
Raffia.
And the raffia was a palm that's peeled and then you dyed it with.
Right, this is from palm.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say? Place? Place is imaginary.
In these works, when you think about
Well,
place.
it's memory oriented. I own experience. It's like real and fantasy experience mixed. And it's like ethnographic, I guess, at least around the textiles. Yeah, well, this I got in Indonesia. It was a wrapper. You know, people wear the sarong a lot on all the islands. So this is like a very commercialized Javanese print. And then this is a very commercialized West African print that's actually from the Dutch. And I think probably the Dutch have a hand in both of the commercialized
They were expert
styles of prints, and they were really good at marketing this to. There's like cross-cultural influence between these Indonesian and West African patterns, and there was like a similar interest. Well, the Dutch colonized both countries in West Africa and islands in Indonesia.
Right.
This is called Dutch waxcloth. So it's like based on batik. And both Indonesia and West Africa were doing forms of batik. And so then the Dutch did this like intermediary, like commercialized print that was based on Indonesian print, marketed to the West African market, but with like influences of both, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so these are both basically like batik prints. They're based on batik, but they're both manufactured prints. Okay, so I guess the mugwort is like this is like a local, like really super readily available plant, and I've enjoyed identifying it in its stages as a spring plant, an early summer plant, and a fall plant, and how it changes. I've harvested it in a couple of its later stages, and you know, it's like the dream tea. And I kind of realized that it doesn't help you sleep, but it keeps you in this midway state where you remember your dreams, or you can do lucid dreaming. And I feel like it's so prevalent in New York City because, I mean, it sounds super corny, but this is a city where people have dreams and they try to make them come true. And I feel like this plant is like so relevant to this area. It's just weird that it grows with such huge abundance here. It's like you can find it in Central Park or the Ridgewood Reservoir, or like walking down the sidewalk. This is Queen Anne's lace that I just like felt such sentience from as a child, because it kind of grew up out of nowhere and was my height and just like had this beautiful crown. And the seeds make like a very beautiful, fragrant oil. The aloe is just, I love aloe plants. I think as a spirit plant and also as a use value plant, I mean, it's just like so healing to be around it and to also use its leaves. This is a jade plant, a piece of a jade plant that I've had for 20 years. So that is a really important plant to me, just because I've lived with it. Like, you could raise a kid in that period of time. You know, it's like that plant has been with me for so long, and has had mites and has gotten rid of the mites, and I thought it was gonna die before and it came back, so it's like an emotional thing. And then The stinging nettle, I'm still learning about how to identify this, but I love harvesting it or like using it for health and using it for allergies, like mitigating allergies. I think it's super helpful. It's really good for women. It's really high in calcium and other minerals. It's good for vegetarians because it has so many minerals and it almost has like a meaty texture or taste, and it's very high in protein. And then this is just a tulip that I watch in my studio every day that just opens and closes with a light, and this is like midday, high noon sun when the petals just like opened out almost flat. And I just love how dynamic they are.
Is this one?
Yeah, this guy.